Exactly. See, they got me all wrong. They're trying to drag my name through the mud.
So
Bullshit. Go ahead. It's your show.
So you're a misunderstood wolf, because you've been associated as an innovator in such in pedophilia, in child molestation.
Wait. See, that's another thing that needs to be.
I mean, you're an innovator. I mean, the Catholic Church
First of all, Grandma was a crack hoe. I'm just telling you right now. What you think all those people are running around naked in her house for? She was neglecting Rag. And I'll tell you what, our love is real. Our love is real, and she stays with me. It's completely legal. All above board.
So, are you telling me that after all these years, you and Little Red Riding Hood managed to work things out?
We're deeply in love.
You are?
We're deeply? Johnny, I love that woman. I'm trying to teach her the ways of the wolf.
So, Mr. Wolf, is, by chance, Little Red Riding Hood in the audience tonight?
In fact, she is.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
And she will corroborate this story.
Indeed she will, Johnny.
Do you think we can get her up to stage?
Yes, I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Little Red Riding Hood. You have. What nice to have you here. You're very welcome. Is what I think about to happen. Are you about to consummate the?
No.
Oh. As the wolf bends to one knee.
This isn't Maury, this is Johnny.
You know I'm divorced 5 times.
Red, ever since I took you out of that Grandma Crackhole's house, you've always been my number one. And I'll tell you what. Wait, hold on. I want to make you Mrs. Wolf.
Mrs. Wolf, ladies and gentlemen! Mr. and Mrs. Wolf. So where are you going to spend your honeymoon?
Hawaii.
The Virgin Islands no more. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Big Bad Wolf and his beautiful bride, Little Red Riding Hood, which begs the question, does the carpet match the basket? Moving right along.
Better.
It's my dubious pleasure, somewhat daunting, to introduce our next guest. If you smell sulfur, that's just the cheap cologne that he wears. But my agent talked to your agent, and ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm Twilight Show welcome to our next guest, Beelzebub himself, the Prince of Darkness, the King of the Underworld, Mr. Satan. Oh, no, 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 no. I prefer my devil naked. So,
Devil naked? No, better than the one you
I don't want to take any chances here, sir. Our last guest was a little sensitive and didn't want to be called Wolf Boy or Wolfie or... how shall I address you? Is Beelzebub, Satan, Lucifer, Mr. Satan?
Beelzebub has a pretty nice ring to it, Bob.
No.
I kind of...
Between you and me, and it's nothing personal, but you pretty much are the last person I would ever like to meet for obvious reasons.
Well, Bob, that's okay because...
That's Johnny Cadver.
Sorry, man. I'm a little mixed up right now.
Yeah.
I forgot my meds, you know? Anyway, Johnny,
I have some right here.
no problem, man. I don't think you can come close to my meds. I'll stack my meds against your meds any day. But anyway, Johnny.
I always thought that hell was a pharmacy.
It's the best.
So anyway, sir, first question, and I think it's an important one. I've always wondered this. What actually happened between you and God? What's the beef there?
It's messed up, you know? I mean, him and I go way back. You know, we were in kindergarten together, you know? After that, we were at Betty Ford together, you know? We were roommates at Betty Ford, believe it or not.
A known recovering prescription drug addict.
Well, he was amphetamines, I was downers and booze, you know? That's just kind of our personality type.
One goes up, one goes down. I get it.
He's hyperactive. He's eaten a ton of Ritalin in his life, you know? ADD, he's got...
You said Ritalin, not children, right?
No, Ritalin.
Okay. That's the other god, Zeus.
So, as I say, we go way back, and, you know, we kind of caught up with each other every once in a while. So we were having a bite to eat one day, and, you know, when you talk to him, it's kind of a one-way thing. He talks, you listen. Every once in a while you say, yeah, that's right, or, oh, I get where you're coming from and all that. But I was a little hungover that day, and you know, I started saying stuff like, oh, bullshit, you know, and no way. So he looks at me and says, you know, I got this project I'm working on. It's a place way south of here where I'm going to park all the souls of all the assholes on earth who won't toe the line. And I'm looking for a head asshole to run
This is the NBC studio and parking lot.
There you go. It's part of it, believe me. And so I'm looking for a head asshole to run the place. And you're just the kind of asshole I'm looking for.
I see. So you feel a little bit ripped off, don't you, Mr. Satan?
No, you know, I said, can I think about it? He says, no, you got the job. It's that kind of a deal, you know, it's a one-way thing. So he said, you got the job, you start tomorrow, don't be late. And here it is 8 million years later. And, you know, it's a good gig. I'm not here to complain about it. You know, I'm not here to bitch.
No, the last thing I want is a complaining Satan.
No, you don't want to piss me off, John, you know? Don't piss me off.
No,
I forgot
my NBC contract, right?
I forgot my meds already, so just tread lightly, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead, go.
So, you know, in all those years later, you've got product labeling and movies and songs and all of this said in your name. And how do you react to that? How do you feel about the Satan of today?
Well, you know what? It's all good. I mean, there's no such thing as bad publicity, as they say. Publicity. I had a couple of Bloody Marys in the green room, I'm afraid. So,
with real blood, I'm sure.
Only the best, baby. Type A+.
I'm type O negative, for the record.
Okay, man. That's okay. We can work. We can work together. And we will, believe me. But anyway. And that goes
I take it as a personal invitation.
And that goes for Dad and Doc and most of the band, for that matter. I mean, I can't get into what's going to happen, but, you know, just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. So, what was the question?
So, what do you do?
I got ADD too, you know?
All the products, all the labels, all the songs,
right,
all the movies that rip you off.
It's not a rip-off. It's all good publicity. And these guys, you know, these guys who are getting into this stuff, they're amateurs, you know? They don't know. They're scratching the surface. They're boys with toys, you know what I'm saying? The real badasses, they don't know how bad it's going to be. when they get downstairs with me. You know, they just don't. They don't know.
And you only work with professionals like serial murderers and.
Well, you know, they're my clients, my customers.
So speaking of your clients, I'm curious. Of all the people in hell, who is your favorite person in hell?
Well, like I was saying, the serial killers, mass murderers, you know, high body counts. But, you know, weirdly enough, it's those guys who have the worst time of it when they get down here with me. You know, it's fun to confront them with all their victims all at once, simultaneously. It's a tasty scene. It's like a World Wrestling Federation death match. You know, you get them all in a cage, and they're there in the middle, and, you know, it's cool. I mean, that's not cool.
It sort of sounds like my weekend, but you know, if of all the souls in hell, of all the damned, who could possibly be your least favorite person in hell?
Well,
someone who doesn't deserve to be there.
Okay, right. Not least favorite, but worst fit. I mean, you know who I got down there, John?
I have no
Well,
idea.
you asked me, so I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Gandhi?
It's downstairs. I kid you not. Okay, now chill. It's not his fault. They screwed up upstairs, man. There was an extra space in one line of his routing code. When that happens, the paperwork gets kicked out, automatic downstairs, one-way ticket. Now he's appealing. You know, he can appeal. You can appeal this stuff.
A lawyer by trade.
Well, okay, but it's like 350 Earth years to appeal this stuff, and you know you don't have, your chances aren't good because they're infallible. You know, they're like, oh, we're up here. We can't make a mistake. There's no way. But I told him. I said, hey. I saw him the other day. You know, we set him up in a nice place on the Sixth Circle, right next to the sulfur pits. You know, it's sweet. It's a sweet deal.
I heard the sulfur pits are turning a profit.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
And you've reinvested that money?
Well, we got a lot
in Bank of America.
Well, we can't get hold of a lot of the profits. Okay, the profits are safe upstairs. They're boring, but you know, so not much of a profits down the social.
I find nothing boring about profit.
Anyway. So,
yes,
you know, the point is he's appealing it. I told him, I said, hey, I'll tell you what I'll do. You don't belong here, I know that. It's a feather in our cap to have you here. You know, it's great, it's really cool. But I'll give you a bunch of legal help to argue your appeal. And I could do that because of all the lawyers that ever practiced on Earth, 97% downstairs.
Yes!
So, John, I got lawyers to burn.
Tell my attorney, Myron Brimstone, that I say yo-yo.
Lawyers to burn, and that I ain't lying.
So I'm sure the audience wants to hear your response to this next follow-up question. What does happen to hell, in hell, on a typical Saturday night?
It's hot, baby.
Oh!
Me and my crew like to blow off a little steam and fire and brimstone, especially on Saturdays, and we pump it up a little bit, you know, pump up the sulfur temps, the air temps, and you know, it smells, but it's like perfume to us, you know. We just love that stuff, and you know, of course, it's a little worse for our clients and customers, but I'll tell you what, the next day, we occasionally give everybody a Sunday off when the Oakland Raiders are playing in prime time. They're my team, baby. Skull and crossbones. How about it? Yeah. How about it?
Of course, I should have known.
Yeah.
So, it has been said that hell is actually more fun than heaven. Is that true?
Well, I guess it depends on your point of view. You know, I mean, if you're...
No, my point of view is fun.
Well, you haven't been there yet. It'll be soon, but... Oh, hey, if you're a real badass, you might eventually get to like it. And occasionally we promote from within. We're always looking out for good talent, you know. So you could join me and my crew and lead the good life, kind of. And, you know, but... I don't know. You can get to like it, but it's...
I'm just concerned it's a very narrow portal through hell. I just don't know if I can get my yacht through.